Hi Sister Lock enthusiasts, it's your girl Mariam coming to you another week with another video. How you guys doing? Happy New Year. We are officially in 2021. Hello. So depending where you are in the globe, you're either in the lockdown or you went or you're partial lockdown. So we're in London, we're in tier 4, which means we are fully locked down. Nothing is open, or some things are open, but pretty much anywhere you can go socialize is shut. So you have to stay home and watch YouTube, like what you're doing to me now. Hey, fellow lockdown people. So for today's topic, we are going straight into Sisterlock and Braid Out. That's right, I've got my hair in braids. So I'm going to turn around so you can see. There you go. So I've got braids at the front and some at the back. Now there's a very good reason why I have done them like this, where I've got front and back, because if you want very small intricate curls, you need to make the braids quite small, and because I want the curly to be, even the curly pattern to be even on the center of my head, so I actually plait the hair from the center, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take my braid out, and then you can see what it looks like at the end. So when people speak about Sisterlock Braid Out, this is essentially what they mean. Now obviously there's a multiple ways to get your hair in a curly style when you've got Sisterlock. Some people use flexi rods, some people use rollers. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can do. Some people do 2 strands twist, but personally I just kind of prefer to do little plaits like these. Okay, so I'm gonna start taking my hair out. I'm not going to bore you with the detail because this might take a while. It might take maybe 15-20 minutes to take out. So I wouldn't want you to sit down and watch paint dry. Get it? So I will take the hair out and then I'll show you the before and after. But before that, what I did, I washed my hair on Monday. It was around in the morning. I think it was about 11 I washed my hair. I partially dry with a hairdryer because it's winter. You know, it takes a long time for the hair to dry naturally, even with the heating at home. So, but I thought, let me just use the dryer to make sure my scalp is nice and dry. And afterward, while the hair was still a little bit damp, but the scalp completely dry, I did the plaits. I was meant to take him out, I think, just the following day to do the filming, but I never got the chance. And I finally get a chance to do it today, 3 days later. Yeah, today's Thursday, so yeah, it's been 3 days. So really and truly my hair should be very, very curly at this point because it's been in for 3 days now. Okay, now watch this space and watch what the hair is going to look like after. Yeah, so I'm starting to take this out now, and I guess when I'm taking this out, maybe I can do a little chit chat. I guess I'm not really the one to do a chit chat. In case I get something wrong, then I need to edit the video again. But my guess is if you're speaking from the heart and what you're saying, generally you should be okay. And this is gonna take me a while. Yeah, what I wanted to talk about was really about New Year's, and this is the time of the year when everybody make a New Year resolution and stuff. I'm not really one to make a New Year's resolution per se. I don't really do that. What I do in the last couple of years, I've been having like a word for the year or a theme for the year, and until I feel like I've mastered the theme, that's when I move on to the next one, if that makes sense. So the last 2 years my theme has been mindset. Mindset is very, very important for me in terms of just how I look at things and how I can find a different way to look at certain situations and circumstances and stuff like that. Like, in other words, in the situation back in the past where it would have been quite disempowering, I find a way to look at the situation in a way that's empowering. So I have this mantra that says when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So that's what I stick to at the moment. Yeah, so that's really me at the moment. So in the last 2 years, my key word was mindset, which means every single day, at least 5 days or 6 days in a week, I'll be learning, reading something, and changing my mindset about relationships, about money, about entrepreneurship, anything like that. Then I realized actually within all that time we have so much, you know, we have so much potential. It's all within us, but sometimes we just need to believe in ourselves. And I feel like over the years, when you don't work on your mindset, you can lose the ability to think in such a way and stuff. Anyway, that's what I mean. So theme word, mindset. And so I'm still taking the hair out. It's been about it's been about 5 minutes. No, more than that. 10 minutes actually. It's been about 10 minutes. How does that look so far? I say it's quite small and quite intricate. I've still got to take the other side. This one is quite big, so it should come up pretty fast. I should get through it quite quickly. There you go. We're getting there. Do you know what the funny thing is? I was kind of laughing to myself. I was thinking, well, I wash my hair on a weekly basis. The fact that I've left the braids in for 3 days, it means I'm gonna take them out, essentially just wash my hair again in a few days. This is why I only put the plaits in for 1 day, literally. I put them on 1 day, I take them out the next. And some day I do on the same day, so I wash my hair in the morning and I'll do the plaits and I'll sit under the dryer, you know, like the bonnet dryer, and I'll kind of get the same effect. I'll sit under the dryer for maybe 45 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes or something. Generally I get the same results. I know some people don't want to use heat in their hair, but I'm not really fussy. As I said, my hair is mature. I've got mature locks. I wouldn't recommend heat on the early stages of your locks personally, but as I said, I'm 7-year locked. 7 years, 7 whole years. That's a long time. So when it comes to maturation, they're super mature. They can cope with a bit of heat, dryer, some hair dye, the whole lot you can throw at it, you can cope with. The only thing my hair cannot cope with is dehydration. What I mean by that, the one that you drink. So if I don't drink enough water, I really do suffer, including my hair as well. So I try to keep myself hydrated as much as possible. Okay, so I'll check back with you guys in the next 10 minutes when I'm almost done. So almost 15 minutes later, I'm almost done. I'll say we because my son, my 13-year-old, came to help me take out the back quite quickly, and he's the one behind the camera. So yeah, so I'm almost done, as you can see. So what I was saying earlier, what I was saying previously was that I don't have a New Year's resolution, but I just have a key word, a theme word, which I try to stick to and work towards that key word in all the arenas that it means. So for this year, well, I feel like I've made so much progress with mindset in terms of just finding a different way of looking at situations and finding a different way to redefine my own life, my own way. And you know, with that, just walking up a whole heap of possibilities. And with a heap of possibilities mean taking chances, and taking those chances means being really, really focused. So my keyword for this year is focus and consistency. As you can see by my YouTube channel, I say I post a weekly video, but then it's like 3 weeks go by. So I need to work on that consistency. And I also need to work on focus. I tend to be working on multiple projects at the same time, so I do need to be a little bit more focused. Okay, so the braid out is completely done. That's why it looks. So it's very curly. I'll turn around. Maybe you can get a little zoom in. There you go. So that's the curly in full swing. So the good thing about why I like the curly look actually is because it gives you the body. You have this sense of really full head of sister locks, which I love. So it does look shorter because my sister locks are quite long, but with the curly side they just shrink up. But that's why I love them so much, because they look so big. Now obviously I'm going to have this curly style in quarantine. I'm not going anywhere. Normally I do this because I'm out and about, but I'm just at home, so I guess I get to admire mountain hair every single day until a wash day, which is in a few days from now. Okay, but I hope you like that, and I hope this can inspire you to have a braid out when you're ready, or when your hair is long enough. Matter of fact, you can do braid out from really short sister locks anyways, but I'm just, yeah, mine are quite long at this point. Okay, so let me know if you guys do a braid out. What's your best method? Is it pipe cleaners, flexi rods, rollers, 2-strand twist, or plaits? Which one do you use? Share below. So thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, see you next week. Bye.